I just wanted to clarify that within SADC, only the DRC needs a visa to come to South Africa. None of the other countries need a visa. They get it on arrival for 90 days. So if people come illegally, it's not because they could not get a visa. You know, at some stage, when there were a lot of Zimbabweans coming here illegally, when I checked with them when I was Minister of Home Affairs, why are they coming illegally when they don't need a visa? They get it on arrival for at least 90 days. They said their government wasn't issuing them with passports. So we had to have a joint committee between Zimbabwe and South Africa. And it turned out it was the time when Zimbabwe was going through a lot of economic difficulties. They didn't have paper to do their passports. So we had to give them paper so that they can be able to print passports for their citizens to come legally. I just wanted to clarify that because it's not true that they need a visa before. They get a visa on arrival if they have a valid passport. I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay.
It's only...
That makes sense. That makes sense. It clarifies the multilateral and bilateral agreements, on free movement that we're talking about. So apparently, Zimbabwe has the same agreement that West Africa has with South Africa. And
streets telling fellow Africans to go. There are a few things that we must think carefully about that we agree on. The first is we agree. Everyone who's in South Africa must do so legally and abide by South African laws. How do we achieve that particular point, though? How does an ordinary citizen achieve legality? And this is the point that I think this vote then becomes important. On the first instance, we must appreciate that there are only 5 asylum centers in the country. How do people gain access to those asylum centers so that they can legalize themselves? The second question we must put on the table, and this was a personal experience, Honorable Speaker. I went through immigration and met a border management official. When I asked the border management official, they said to me they've been on a stipend for now 6 months. Now you tell me, if I had other intentions, is that person not vulnerable to being bribed and being